All right, welcome to Flag Media. Let me get this off here. I always say it every week for Kenny Simpson because he called me out on the live, scrolling across the bottom. Anyways, I first and foremost make sure that we have audio, so somebody give us a thumbs up. We would appreciate it. But first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to last week's show with Jim Curry and John Gill. We had a phenomenal time before the show, during the show, after the show. They stayed to what, 10, 15?
We stayed an hour and a half after the show was over.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
We got double audio.
Uh-oh. Is that bad?
I have no idea. Everything's usually set up.
That is coming from my mom, so who knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Jamie
said here it's loud and clear. So
It's my mom.
what's going on, Jamie? David, thanks for tuning in. But like I said, we had a phenomenal time. I mean, just listen to some of the stories after the fact. And I'm just going to be honest with you. There's some things that, that can't be aired on national television or whatever you call this. But no, we heard some very, very good stories. And
they did an awesome job keeping it PG.
They did.
I know that was tough for Jim, but I thought he killed it.
Yeah. So here's the other thing too. And it's just so crazy talking to like Jim and John about like when they were in their prime and just how racing was then compared to what it is now. And, it's just amazing to hear the differences, like John was telling us, he ran the Summer Nationals on a $5,000 to $10,000 motor, and was successful. I mean, now you're looking at 50,000 for,
and they both said they actually made money at the time, and they were doing it out of their pockets.
Right.
So, I mean, I thought that was cool. But they were talking about cars I hadn't even heard of, like a cantilever.
Cantilever car.
I was like, I'd never even heard of that. And it was cool to hear about it after they, after the show.
That's
I
what
thought that was neat.
That's what Jim won the 88 UMP National Points with, was cantilever cars. So
did you see that he got the trophy?
He did, yes, at the Jackson.
Yep.
I teared up because he told us that story after the show, and I thought that was bullcrap.
Anybody that watched and the show last week, I thought it was funny, which I forget even how much like older I am than you guys. But then, Jim telling the story about, I actually didn't even tell the story. He just made the comment about, Jack got the trophy, but I got the money or whatever. And Zach and JT's like, what? And then Jim made the comment, which I didn't know if anybody caught it, but he's like, you guys are young, ain't you? And I was like, yeah, you might have to explain the story to them. So, but yeah, that's back in the good old days of.
I wish I was alive for that time, man.
Yeah,
that was
back in the
just the stories and the videos you see. I mean, it's
the stuff that
cool.
came to the racetrack.
Yeah,
see the wedge era, the stuff they were coming up with back then. Now everybody's on the same platform.
Yeah.
Right.
Back then it was like who could outsmart who.
Yeah. It's pretty neat, and all the open trailers, and it's cool.
They definitely didn't have the spare stuff like they do now.
No.
Like
the only thing I noticed they had is every late model that rolled in had like on their trailer they had freaking 3 or 4 rows of just tires.
Yep.
And it's like, man, that's a lot of tires.
Yeah. They could get their stagger, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But they were talking about running. Jim said he ran 6 inches of stagger before, and I was like, holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot.
That's wild.
Yeah. I don't know if you could get that nowadays.
Like David Lucky said, he misses the wedges. Billy the Hillbilly said, I'm old enough to remember the wedges. That was back. I mean, that was definitely a different racing era for sure.
I got to see the one that Charlie Schwartz drove. They restored it, the mid-engine car.
Yeah.
That was, I don't know if it's 4-wheel drive or not, but they had it up at Charlotte. That thing was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the ideas they had back then that's crazy.
Yeah.
They were definitely out of the box.
Out of the box for sure. Very unique. Not one car was the same. That's what made it cool,
Yeah, Nash, we'll get into that right now. So, this past weekend at Brownstown, we had a big weekend, the Jackson 100. Let's start with Friday night. So, Friday night was supposed to be 10,000 win Lucas Oil late models and then the Bowman 50. Well, we got prelims in, and as soon as it rained on and off all night. It was nasty.
Misty, cool.
Obviously with it being misty and raining, the track didn't do the typical Brownstown black slick top to bottom. So racing was definitely a little bit different, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, JT, was you there Friday night?
I was there Friday night in the grandstands. When I left the house, there was no chance of rain. So
I know.
I don't understand what happened, but we missed that one.
It started sprinkling and everybody's looking around like, what's going on here? Because it wasn't even supposed to rain. So I think I mean, I know there was a lot of people that wanted Brownstown to cancel, early. I mean, people like, especially the Lucas guys, were loading up, unloading, just because of the way the rain was. But I think that they did the best that they could do with the situations that was handed to them. I mean,
they still got ended up getting the B main in,
yeah.
After the first rain.
So I don't think running the 40 lap feature on Saturday really. I mean, yeah, it pushed the time back. I mean, a lot of people are that I've talked to in the last week, questioned why didn't we start earlier, or not why didn't they start earlier? But it's a TV deal. Like, you can't.
Yeah, if it's going to be live on MAP TV, you can't just do it whenever.
Yeah, exactly. Unless it's announced. I mean, when they did Knoxville was a little bit different. I mean, they ran it, they moved the times up on that, but it's just a little bit different. So I don't know. So.
But overall, Jackson 100, I thought went very smooth.
Me too. I think the racing Saturday night was really good.
It was really good racing.
Yes, I do want to point out that congratulations to Tyler Collins and Raymond Humphrey. I know there could have been some others, and if I leave you out, I'm sorry. But I know that it was Tyler's first Jackson 100. And if you get a chance to go to the Flag to Flag Media YouTube channel, I filmed Tyler's whole weekend, put a small video together. So what Tyler did was he raced his crate on Friday night, switched motors in a cattle barn at the fairgrounds Friday night, early Saturday morning, and then he raced his super motor Saturday night for the Jackson 100. Finished one transfer spot out in the heat race, finished second in his B main, and then 25 or so laps, he ended up losing a water pump belt, causing it to overheat.
I thought he looked good.
Yeah, he did. The car looked phenomenal. But I think when I was talking to Tyler, I think what happened was he just kind of got so into the race that, I mean, that's a big stage for
just to make the show was a big deal.
I told him, I said, man, I was really surprised. I mean, I ain't saying nothing bad, but I was really surprised that he made it as far as he did.
Oh, yeah.
And, advanced that whole race. He was going.
He was moving forward whenever that happened. So, so hats off to him and hats off to Raymond Humphrey. I know because Raymond looked good in that crate car, getting into the Jackson 100. So, all in all, with T-Mac winning, it was kind of when T-Mac got out front, I kind of thought it was going to be an over kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like, it's just over. We'll race second on back, and then Turbo come up and passed him. So, I don't know. I thought it was pretty decent racing for as much racing.
Everybody there got to experience two different racetracks because that first feature was hammered down.
Yes.
And I bet we bet up there in our group. We all put $1 in. And I said, this is a Hudson O'Neal kind of racetrack. It's hammered down around the top. I said, he's going to win this race. So I won that one. The Black Slicked, I wanted to bet $1 on Tim McCready the next race. Yeah. But they said I didn't get to pick first since I won the last one.
Well, that ain't fair.
No, it's not fair. So I went with EPJ, which he still had a good run too, but you got to see two different sides of Brownstown Speedway. Right. I thought that was really, really cool for everybody to get to witness all of that.
I wish it was hammered down for our first feature. I would have been all right. I'm telling you, I did not think it was going to slick off like that, being that he had, watered the track all day long. And we get out there and I see it and I'm like, oh crap. I got my heavy track set up on it and just didn't have nothing for him.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like JT said, I mean, there was plenty of different racing surfaces for
yeah. And it changed all night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, after all them features, heat races, it kind of went back to a little bit of heavy.
Right.
It did.
The moisture came back up.
Yeah.
Which is odd for Brownstown.
Yeah.
Which, there's proof in that because when my video that I had on Tyler's car that was facing forward, when they did them like warm up laps or whatever, it was fine. And then as soon as they threw the green flag, when Tyler came out of 4, they threw the green flag. He went into 1, came out 2, and then it's like somebody just had a handful of mud and just smeared it all over the front of my GoPro. So
it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it stayed 2 lanes too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was a good racetrack all weekend. Smooth.
Tyler said, Zach, just say something nice about me.
Yeah, I did. I'm waiting on him to say something nice about me now.
Yeah, the ball's in your court.
Return the favor.
Yeah,
return the favor.
Because it don't ever happen.
Yeah. Derek said he ain't been to Brownstown a long time and he's not impressed with the new bleachers. Well,
he's always got something to gripe about.
I mean,
they're not as spacious.
They're not.
They're better quality.
But not as much
room. Not as much room. I agree with what he's saying. I just don't really care for the pit grandstands. If I was, I'd rather them fix that than mess with what they've done up there. I think it's okay.
I wish they'd let us stand against the wall again.
Yeah.
Man, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I used to love that.
Oh yeah. There ain't no better feeling than sitting out of 2 in that car shooting the roosters at you.
Right.
You know?
I think the pit grandstands would be fine if they were taller, like if they went up
Taller. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if there's enough room for that, but
And they took up a lot of. Back when I started going to Brownstown, that was full. That's where they parked. That's where Jamie parked,
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
the 5 by you guys was there. And
right.
that they lost a lot of parking out of that deal. I feel like. Well, there's the nice comment.
Zach, you have a nice number on your car.
It's the same number he's got.
No, yours has an S.
It does. Yeah, you're right.
And it has a 55 on the inside of it.
Yeah, it does. ZJ.
Okay, let's talk about since Tyler Collins is on here. Let's talk about Brownstown Points. JT's gonna go through the Brownstown Points. This next weekend coming up in a day, this Saturday is the final championship night at Brownstown Speedway. And we got some pretty good points battles in some of these classes. So we need to go through these, JT,
And
kind of scope it out a little bit.
it's a big deal to be a Brownstown Speedway track champion.
It is.
I think that's the premier dirt track in Indiana. And I think if you're a champion there, I think you proved yourself to be one of the best in the state in any class. Firm believer in that. So even top 5, though, that's respectful. So we're just going to go through the top 5 here. Super late models. It's Chad Stapleton. Then we got Skylar Lewis. There's only about 25, 30 points between them.
Yeah. it's
So
close.
that could be changed. Devin Gilpin's behind him. He's got 971. He's probably about 60 or 70. He's probably settled for 3rd. Jared Bailey's 4th. And then Silver Shark, he's running 5th, but he's not going to be there. Keegan Cox is only 3 points behind him. So I think Keegan
Looks like
Cox is
Keegan
getting the
will end
top
up
5.
fifth.
Yeah. Any big shout outs there? Anybody you're real impressed with?
No, I think that I know it's hard because we run, several different classes at Brownstown, but
Right.
I do miss the and the thing about the supers is I don't want to say it's a dying breed because it's just a financial deal, man. There's not as many as there used to be, but I do miss the supers being at Brownstown more than what they used to be. But the crates put on an awesome.
Well,
show, too,
let's
so.
give you an idea of the differences. The super points leader has 1,058 points. The crate leader has 3,200 points.
Right.
So they run a third of the time
Third of the time.
that the crates do.
Yeah.
So there's you an idea on that.
So next we got modified.
Modifies. Jordan Weaver, he's up by 200 points over Braden Watson. I think he's pretty much just got to show up, and he's got that one. Braden's 40 points ahead of Nathan Vaughter. And then Jacoby's, he's about 40 or 50 points behind. And then Brent Lee's running 5th in that deal. Those guys are pretty well. It's hard to gain that many points without somebody tearing up. But my big shout out in that class would be 8th place. My buddy Zach Stalker. Or Zach Stalker,
Zach
yeah.
Stalker,
Ooh, I screwed that up.
He's an 8th.
He's one of my heroes. While we're on the modify, though, real quick, did you guys see the deal between Prince and Lee?
Yeah.
Wow. That was a lot of drama up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying Prince didn't have it coming, but everybody was cheering for Brent Lee when he did it. It was
Right.
pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Well, when he rolled in to the pits, I was like, man, something happened.
Right.
They
I
rolled in
see.
right together, too. I thought, man, are they going to fight right there on the backstretch? Because
Right.
that'll sell some tickets.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's 2 things that sell tickets at a racetrack, and that's either fights or races.
Yeah.
And,
Fights and races.
good races.
And we
so.
weren't racing right then.
No, everybody was watching the backstretch. Ain't
Right.
nobody knows what happened those 2 laps on the racetrack because they were
No.
watching over there. All right, great guys. Tyler Collins has got he's got a 200-point lead, so it's pretty much show up and he's got it. Brenton Gottsch's running 2nd. He's got a 30-point lead over Magner. That could change. That could be a battle. Justin's about 200 points behind them, Justin Bowling, so he's kind of locked in there, and he's about 200 points ahead of Jug. So
And Jug is leading rookie of the year.
Jug is leading rookie of the year. I didn't say that in the last 2 classes either.
But one thing about this crate class too, though, is they're running double feature Saturday night. So, I mean, it's kind of
That could be a game changer. Then
Could be a game
I
changer.
forgot about that. That could be a game changer.
and their regular show. So,
I think my shout out there would probably be, well, I think Tyler Collins has really just had a great year.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's really had a good year there. So I think he's probably the shout out of that class.
And Jug being rookie and being in the top 5
Yeah.
or what was it, top 5?
Yeah, he's 5th. And,
Yeah,
and he's
so-
he's pretty well locked in there. I don't think Chad can catch him. He's about 250 back. So
Right.
that's a pretty good deal there. All right. Super stocks.
It's
First,
close.
it's closer than I thought it was. Yeah. Zach Sasser's leading. He's got 29.68 over Tucker's 29.17. So that's roughly 40 points.
40 points.
So Zach's got to make some laps.
Yeah.
It's not locked in. A top 10 would probably lock that in, I would say. Tucker's ahead of Greg Amick. He's got about 60 points on Amick. And then Sasser's fourth. Isaiah Sasser's fourth. And my boy Dalton Fleener's fifth. That's my shout out, obviously. Always proud of my buddy Dalton Fleener.
And
His
leading
first
rookie of the year,
leading
too.
rookie of the year. First year in a super stock to run top 5 in points ahead of Matt Boatnick. I think that's pretty impressive. But you can't take anything away from any of those top 5
No,
guys. That's
absolutely not.
That's a stout class. All in one pure stocks. Dustin Carr. He's got the lead at 50 points. That's probably top 10 locked. And, he's going to be good. He doesn't really have much mechanical failure, not to jinx him or nothing.
Right,
there.
exactly.
Keaton Strevel's second. Josh Hayes is third. Pretty big gap there, about 100 points. Donnie Wilson's behind them, probably about another 100 points. But then Preston Carr's right behind Donnie. So those two are battling out. I think the shout out there would be Josh Hayes.
Right.
Without that surgery, does he win the championship?
Right.
We won't know, obviously, but I think Josh had a real good shot at that, and I hate that got took from him like that. Hornets, Michael Brewer, Caleb Caudell, Davey Wagner, Scott Smith, Jeremy Shilwell, 28-19. So there's about 200 points between first and second, and Caleb's got about 40 points on Davey for third, and then they're about 300 back for the other two. So kind of locked
Second
there.
on back is going to be pretty close.
Yeah, Caleb and Davey could swap spots there. That's pretty close, but good for Caleb. I know he's worked hard, and Michael's had an unbelievable year. I think he's been in the power rankings every time
Yeah,
we've done
he
it.
has been.
So
And those are coming back in 2023, by the way.
Yeah, we're sorry. We wanted to wait till I was back, and we wanted to wait till Zach had his stuff figured, and then we'll start doing it.
No, I just want to make sure my Facebook is going to work right.
He didn't go
Wow.
on with that, did he?
No, wow, I felt
Wow.
hurt after that.
Well, no, it
Yeah.
ain't got nothing to do with that. I just,
Well,
It feels like it did.
hopefully we'll be back in 2023.
We're planning on it.
Yeah, we're planning on it, but I don't know.
If we don't
Yeah.
make the power rankings first time, I'm quitting.
Yeah.
you'll be
Yeah.
back.
And
You'll be back.
And as long as our contract goes through, we may go on
It's
strike.
already went through. You already signed it. You just don't remember it.
We did for last year.
Yeah, we
No,
gotta
you've
have
already
new
signed
ones.
2023 too.
Oh yeah.
I had the papers on top of each other.
Oh, okay.
He went through both of them.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah,
I knew
he
that pin
went-
was right in
He
heavy.
went through
We
both
ma-
of them.
We may go on strike.
Picket fits.
Yeah.
No, you won't go on strike.
Uh,
But congratulations, because right now, congratulations to Brandon Cranmer. He is the 2022.
yeah, these are locked in. So
Crown
this
Vic
is how they
points.
finished.
Yeah.
Brandon Kramer got first, beat him by about 20 points. His dad, Michael, second. Joe Smith had a good year. He ended up third. My boy Anthony Finley, solid top 5. He ended up fourth, edging out Billy Heil, which I'm a big Billy Heil fan too. So top 5 there. They were all pretty close, really.
Yeah.
The 3,
It was
4,
really
5 was really close, and first and second was really close. So
Yep.
Good racing all year in Brownstown,
Oh,
really.
yeah. Let's go through some comments.
Let's go.
Grant, shout out to Grant Simpson. He's top 8.
For what?
Is he top 8 in the points?
Yeah, but he hasn't passed tech yet. Grant Simpson is 9th, according
Oh,
to
he's
this.
ninth?
Oh.
Ooh, points update. You're
Oh.
9th, Grant.
Yeah,
Ooh.
according to this paper. I don't know how recent you printed it, but
Just a while ago.
well, it's got to be accurate then.
Yeah. Let's see. Derek says that the new bleachers aren't big boy approved. And
He's
then
always
Billy
griping.
the Hillbilly said Hudson O'Neill leading B main at the Hillbilly 100. Good hometown boy. And then Tyler Collins said Brent Lee is his hero. Yeah, Brent Lee is a good guy. I think he does a pretty good job. And then Jamie Walter said that my hero too. So JT, you're out.
Golly.
Man,
We're
She
both out.
even does your sticks for you. What's up with that?
yeah, I don't know what that's about.
I
I'm trying
think
not to tear up
I
here.
think she got the wrong person.
Yeah.
And then-
Wow.
Pretty sad.
And then Brandon Norman said Tuck's dialed in. Tucker is dialed in.
Hey,
now.
we're coming for him now.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
just
getting
saying,
lined
like-
out.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, for this time of the year. I mean, he's running as good as he can run.
Oh, he's winning every week.
That I'm just saying, like, it's because in the first part of the year he wasn't though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to run the way that he's running, the second half of the season's probably the time to pick it up.
Yeah, but I'm pulling some money together, and we're gonna have Trey come help our team next year.
Are you?
He doesn't need to be with them Chaz team boys. Trey
Yeah.
can come over, and he can help
You
on
gonna recruit
the
him?
blue crew. And
Yeah, going to recruit
yeah,
him.
we need to. That's like having the what's that boy that used to help Jimmy Owens when Jimmy Owens was winning.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking
Okay.
about?
not Cody.
Cody Summers.
No, that's not it. He's
No.
helping Garrett, that blue and orange 10 now. Garrett Smith. He's helping Garrett Smith, but Trey's that guy for them, and I
Yep,
tell you what,
yep.
he's got lined out.
Bring him over.
I've got Bo doing homework. We're gonna catch him. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I got some modified bird cages at home that would work good on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JT and Zach's calling it out for 2023.
We're coming.
Y'all better get ready.
Hey, and while we're talking about Zach, I want to clear something up. My buddy's not quitting racing. Okay.
Yeah, we need to clear that
No,
up. I've got a lot of text messages.
I panicked and I messaged him right away. I said,
Yeah.
"What's going on?"
Yeah. Zach Stalker is just in a mood for something else. We'll just put it that way.
We're not going to announce plans yet
Yeah.
because I think it needs to be a big surprise on
That's
the show
like
one night.
that's like a late breaking, like winter news type of thing. We'll do it on the show.
It's been a rough year.
We
That's
might,
all I
even,
guess.
we might even pull the new car in here and we'll just play
Yeah.
it on other
Yes.
stuff, so
We should do that. Where we at?
Derek said Grant coming by the pit grandstands on the back of the wrecker, yelling at his pit crew to come on. We got to get to work. It's funny as hell. But Derek went to the pits with me Saturday night. And he was just, I mean, he ain't been in the pits in a long time.
I seen him walking
He
around.
was like a kid in a candy store. Billy the Hillbilly says, as of right now, Montgomery is in a Rayburn in the Hillbilly 100. That's pretty cool to see.
That's really cool. Yeah, good for him.
Nash Barnett said, do you guys like Devin Gilpin? Yeah, I like Devin Gilpin.
Big Devin Gilpin fan. Him and his grandpa Donnie have helped me out a ton over the years. And I tell you what, I really like. I like watching Devin Gilpin race. I like watching Todd Gilpin spot because he gets into it, boys.
Oh, yeah, he does. But, you know, it's one of them things where I think a lot of times, you know, the whole Todd and Devin, like, chemistry is just like Bob and Bobby. You know,
Oh, he
like
looks at him every lap.
Yeah, it's just, there's a lot of chemistry there.
Yeah, and that's a good team too. Donnie, Todd, and Devin. That's a good group of guys. Know what they're doing.
Anthony said, how about them Crown Vics? We hollered at you, bud. Fourth this year, fourth.
Solid top 5. Real impressed.
Then Grant said, even better, I finished 8th last year, so I don't want 2 of the same trophies.
Well, bud, I hate to break it to you.
Cody Mallory is who you're thinking of.
Cody Mallory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tyler Collins. He straightened us out.
Thank you. I knew once I heard it, I'd be good.
Look at all these people. Cody Mallory. They got your back, JT.
Yeah. Kelton says 2023 is going to be big.
JT, you are still my favorite or my first hero. Don't worry, buddy.
Oh, see that. I knew she didn't mean that a while ago.
Tyler Collins, listen. I have been talking to Zach about this. I think it needs to happen.
I don't know.
What is
Yeah, it needs to happen. We discussed this in your garage like for 2 hours.
Oh, I see it.
I know.
And I know where there's a Capitol for sale right now.
I know. I do too.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hint.
I think you need to go before me. That way I have a notebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it needs to happen.
I don't know.
I don't care when you do it.
We
but-
got 33 viewers, and if you think that Zach Stalker should run for ILMS Rookie of the Year next year, comment and thumbs up. Let's see how many we get.
I'm all
Let's see how
for
many
it.
we get.
I want to go with him, but I don't want to do it at the same time. So I want you to go first, figure it out,
We
and
need
tell
some
me what I
thumbs
want
up.
to do.
We need some thumbs up on here. If you think Zach Stalker should run for ILMS Rookie of the Year next year,
Man, I
Give us
can't
a thumbs
afford
up.
it. You're going to have to be like,
we'll get you support.
The show's going to take
your
off this
mom-
winter.
Your mom even says get it.
Look at all of them, dude. You
I-
got a
It
fan
needs to
base.
happen.
He had the biggest mod fan base at Brownstown
I
Saturday
did.
night. Think
I
how good he'd
did.
be in a late model.
I did.
A lot of Stalker fans. Strong finger.
See, here we go.
Everybody. See, it's even cheap. Look, Zach says it's cheaper than mods.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at all that.
Best thing ever. Look, this is crazy.
I got to sell my modified first.
Anybody looking for a good mod? Give us some comments
Flag
on
to
that
Flag
too.
Media is going to run a classified section on the show. So
Best buys of the
hey,
week.
hey, here we go.
No.
My dad said Matt can buy it. There
no,
you
that's
go.
not buying it. No. Are you talking about the crate or the modified? Which one am I buying?
Either one of them.
Buy them both.
No, I would be more about buying a late model than I would modified.
Well, there you go.
I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm just
Oh,
saying if I was going to buy one.
Oh, okay.
We'll just wrap it in Flag to Flag Media.
That could be the numbers too.
Because technically, I don't want to buy a race car, but I could technically buy a sponsorship that would help pay for the race car, right?
That'd be a
I don't want it in my
big
garage.
sponsorship. We'll see.
Brandon said, "Bring it over and we'll convert it." There you go.
Yeah.
Look at all the thumbs up though. Billy the Hillbilly said he can't find the thumb, so he just said rock stars. Oh,
I don't know. We'll see.
Your dad said I had to buy the crate.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Well, he's good. Yeah, I mean, he's got.
I mean, I'm all for it.
Well, they're talking about your fan base you had Saturday too.
You had a big fan.
There were
base.
people screaming
I
your
did.
name.
I know, man. I felt like a celebrity there for a minute. All I was doing was running GoPros. But like I had a whole section down turn 4, like jump up and throw up the wave and scream and holler my name. And
That's a lot.
yeah.
I mean, that's cool though. You know that you can go to the track and get that kind of audience.
Yeah, it is. I mean, boys, when you're good, you're good. And I just can't help it.
When you got it, you got it. Hate to call a spade a spade.
That's right. That's
We'll be
right.
down to 20 viewers here in a minute.
Billy, I don't need no Hornet. I had one for about 3 months and I gave it up pretty quick.
Did you have it that long?
Yeah, but my problem is like nothing against the Hornet. I mean, but the one that I purchased, I have a competitive side to me, and
It was a piece
when
of
I got
junk.
people flying by me, I'm done. Like I sold it. I got out.
It
of
shouldn't
I was
even been
like,
on the racetrack. It was dangerous. I mean,
whatever.
dude, that thing was junk.
It was not.
Are you kidding me?
I just didn't have it set up right.
You were going to let
Really
me drive
junk.
it. My dad said, absolutely not.
Whatever. Whatever.
Now you know how I feel being in a modified. Just get people just fly by me.
Whatever. Oh shoot.
They put him out there to practice with the mini stocks. I'll never forget it.
They did.
Chevy Goodson goes blowing by
Oh,
him
dude,
on the
he
top.
passed me like I was in reverse. I mean, it was worse than sitting still. It's like I was in reverse.
What kind of car was that? You remember?
It was a Dodge Saturn.
Dodge Saturn. That's not a popular car, but that's what
Was it
we had.
Saturn?
I bet you look like a goon in that thing.
Oh, it was terrible. It was all black with a duct tape number 75 on it. Great duct tape.
Bungee cord holding the battery in.
It was a rocket ship.
The welds were beautiful. Let me tell you, you could see
They
through
were.
them.
You could
The
see
cage
through
was
it.
done by Jason Heyman.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I bought that car off Curtis Geyser.
That's not how I remember it.
That is exactly. Shane, yes, I will be at Fun Fest for practice night. Jordan Weaver will be turning some laps in the new Hornet. That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be really cool. Yeah. Are you still
Billy
planning
said-
on doing a live show up there? Thursday night?
Depends on weather and stuff. Depends on.
You're gonna come though, no matter what.
Oh
right?
yeah, I'll definitely be
Okay.
there.
So
I don't know if I'll bring the equipment and actually do a live show, or we might just go live on the phone and
Hang out.
hang out and talk or whatever.
Some of your best moments have been shot off the hip,
They have been.
in my opinion.
I think sometimes they definitely turn out better.
When he caught Zach Burton get out of the truck, you couldn't write that.
No,
That's just
that's
gold.
perfect timing.
Yeah, that was gold.
Joe Jones is going to race my Crown Vic Fun Fest. Can't wait. Might see if I can run his crate. There you go. Anthony, I think you do it awesome in the crate, bud.
You're gonna run the 100 lapper though, right, Finley, with me and Zach?
Yeah.
He's got to.
Yeah.
Live show Thursday at Fun Fest gonna get wild. See, they're
Yeah.
wanting it. They're wanting it.
I think Weaver would do pretty good in that Hornet, Shane, to be honest with you. I think Weaver can wheel anything he gets in.
I thought really overall this past weekend, you had big cars in both classes. And I thought all our local guys showed that we're some of the best.
Absolutely.
Modify wise, our guy won. Ryan Thomas went back
Yeah.
to back.
Yeah.
Braden Watson was top 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought our
Diamond
mod guys looked
cars
good.
look really good up there Saturday.
And we had Gilpin make the show. Jason Jameson made the show. Greg Johnson made the show. I mean, Humphrey, Tyler Collins, we put half the field in.
Yeah.
So
Pretty good show.
you can't really take a whole lot away from Brownstown Speedway competitive wise.
Boys, we might have to do a live show. There's a lot of feedback. I mean, Tyler's going to throw food and beer at Zach.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'll eat the
That's going to be a
food.
good time.
He'll drink
Oh.
the beer too. I've seen you.
But then Brandon said bring the
No,
flag.
I don't do that. I
Oh,
drink
whatever.
water.
Whatever.
Brandon said bring the flag to flag banner. We can host it in the parts trailer. Well,
All right.
no, because JT's already got a tab at the parts trailer that he's labeled flag to flag media. Did you know about that?
Yeah, I bought some stuff off
Oh, good
of,
grief.
Yeah.
Brandon the other night and put it on that tab. So
Are you serious?
yeah,
I just say charge it.
yeah,
I don't pay for nothing no more.
yeah. I don't either. Ask Brandon. He said, "Yeah, I'll charge it to Matt." All right, cool.
Who's Brandon?
Let's
I
go,
don't know.
Brandon.
I don't know of Brandon. So whenever he sends me a bill, I'm just going to be like, I don't know who it is. So, oh, Anthony was joking about the crate. Well, when
Oh,
Stalker gets
now.
his crate built over the winter, I'm sure he'll let you drive it next year. Thanks, Debbie, for the.
Boy, that's a lot of pressure, ain't it?
That's a lot. I'm going to have to start working more overtime.
I know it. Thanks, Debbie, for the shout out for last week's show. We definitely had a great time.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was cool to sit down with two guys you watched growing up.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
I didn't catch them in their best years, but I still caught them while they were competitive.
Right.
You know.
I'm coming for the Coney dogs. We went up to the concession stand Saturday night, kind of a little bit of downtime, and I look over and Derek bought 2 Coney dogs. And he was like,
I bet
He's
it
putting
was
them down.
down
He was
about
in love.
one
He
gulp,
was-
wasn't it?
he was in love. You need your fly swatter, Zach?
Nope.
Get it. Get him.
He's
Don't
stalking
hit me.
him.
Don't hit me. Let's see.
Things been bugging.
Oh, Brandon said that's why it's in the parts trailer. I'm sure it is. That way you can probably corner me. You probably have security standing there. As soon as the show's over, you'll lock the gate on the front of it or something. Oh, shoot. But anyway, I'm pretty excited about championship this week. I mean, I always like when I hate to see kind of racing season get over, especially from like media side of it. I know you like, especially last year when you were racing for points, and then, sometimes you guys are ready for a break or whatever.
Oh, I was
The
ready
media-
for it to be over a month before it was over last year.
Yeah. I mean, but from the media side of it, I hate to see it end just because I like coming on here and talking every Thursday night, which going through the winter, we'll probably do like every other Thursday, or, we'll announce when the show's going to come on because we won't have near as much to talk about. This winter, I'm going to try to work on a lot of behind the scenes stuff for the YouTube channel, get some shop talks done and that type of stuff. But I've already got several drivers lined up for that. And I talked to Justin Shaw Saturday at the track, and we're doing a shop talk at his new place, which is Rayburn's old place. So
That's
going to be
cool.
that's going to be a pretty cool one.
That's
So
really cool.
talk
That's
about
awesome.
his shock business or his shock work, fab work, and all that stuff that he's going to have going on up there. So pretty excited about that.
That's really cool. That'll be a good one.
I thought about going live, Jeremy, for the autograph session at Brownstown Saturday night, but it was kind of hectic, and I just didn't want to be.
There was a line there the whole night.
Yeah, and the
too.
thing is, when they started at 4:30, and then this is what got me thinking about it, but they started at 4:30, and the line was super long, so I didn't want to hold it up any by talking to the drivers or whatever. So, because I know that they was wanting the line to move pretty quick.
What a lineup too that was. Mike Jewell, Jim Curry, John Gill, Steve Barnett. I mean,
Gossi.
Ray Guy, that was wow.
That's the lineup,
James
yeah.
Essex was up
Pretty neat.
there. Yeah. That was really cool to see. I think they should do that every year.
And a big shout out. I'm just following along with comments here, but Jeremy just posted too. That compact deal that Florence is having this weekend is insane. Like
Was it King of the Compact?
King Compacts, yeah.
They've made that into a big deal.
That one parking area, they made it into additional pits. So they're planning on having
That's
a
awesome.
ton of cars there.
And we're sending some of our local guys to that too. I seen Sean Durbin's going, I know, and I think they said Blake's going. So
Yep.
good for our local guys. Go try to get some money.
Also too, shout out. I know it's kind of off topic a little bit, but if you're not into dirt racing, you just like listen to us talk. The ARCA race is at Salem Speedway this weekend, so just wanted to throw that out there. So
Also, Paragon season finale.
Peregrine
I
season
think. So,
finale
I
this
mean,
weekend.
You've got plenty of options. Go watch a race.
Yeah,
You know,
somewhere.
if you're running out of time, if you ain't been, or if you love it, you better get it while you can.
You coming this weekend to watch?
Well, yeah, I'm coming. If I had my motor, we'd be racing, but I don't think I'm gonna get it in time. But that's okay. I'll be there at Fun Fest and playing with my buddies. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a blast.
Gonna have a real good. If anybody's over there and they get bored, you're more than welcome to stop by and hang out with us.
I'll be there too. Like I said, I know Fun Fest is usually just like the title says, it's Fun Fest. So I'm gonna be walking around, and if you see me or if you see us together, holler whatever, and I'll probably be doing some lives and talking to people and
We've
having
got
a good old time.
well, we're gonna be parked over there by. If you weren't rolling the arch gates, you cross the bridge. I'm the guy right there across the bridge on the right. That's where I park every year. We always have a big section. We got a big group. More than welcome to hang out. Come check out our race cars.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have. I think I counted 15 race cars with our group. And we're gonna have 7 or 8 campers and.
I think
And-
he needs to be the one buying the crate first.
Well, they're
I
not
mean,
my race
I've
cars.
tried to
That's,
get into.
that's our group. That's our group.
Well, yeah, but
I'm only bringing 2.
But what if everybody pitched in and sold 3 or 4 of those cars and bought you a crate?
Well, yeah, if they want to sell their stuff and buy me a crate, that's fine.
I know. I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'll have my nice toter there. It's got living quarters in it, so be good to go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's going to be a good time. I've got some
I'll have
surprises too. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'll have old Smokey, the green golf cart there. Need some valve seals put in her, but we'll be at Fun Fest.
Do you have the Fun Fest schedule so we can go over that We didn't. Did we?
No, pull up on your phone. We need to go
pull
over
that
that.
up. Yeah. Because that's
And hey,
something we
what's
need to
going on?
cover.
Indian Dirt Legends. Want to give them a shout out. If you've not liked their page, make sure you give their page a like. They've been sharing a lot of our stuff, so we definitely appreciate that.
I'm really hoping it don't get too cold because that race car trailer may not keep heat very well.
I don't know. I think the weather's gonna be nice.
I've got a little heater we put in there.
Yeah, I got one too. Just
Hey, if you buy a crate, Derek just said this, and Elizabeth, she keeps track of every time I drive by their pit. I'm old Smoky, by the way. That's why she made that comment. But if you buy a new crate, we'll go over and talk to Justin Blackwell because his toter home's still sitting over on 446.
is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll get you really tuned in.
Look, you didn't give Byron a ride?
I offered Byron a ride, and he said no, and he took off running.
Can we talk about how great Byron is there and runs
Byron
that
Ray is
93W operation?
93W, yeah.
He has got that operation under
He is
control.
the modified Cody Mallory for
Exactly.
93W.
Amen. Thank God for Byron Ray. All right, here we go. I got it. You ready?
Okay, what's Fun Fest schedule?
So Thursday night, that's the fun night. Well, I would say it's a fun night. Everybody's practicing. We start at 6. We get done at 9. Then we have a racers party from 9 to midnight. There's DJ, free food, free drinks. Go up there and have a good time. It's a lot of fun. Then Friday, we're doing driver sign-in, 12:30, 4:15. Drivers meet at 4:30. We're going to start racing at 5 o'clock. Sprint cars are going to practice. Complete program for sprint cars, the 410 non-wing, 2,000 to win. Then we're going to do heat races for every other class and odd even features. I always like odd even features. That's my better odds because not everybody's in there.
Take 50% of them out.
Saturday, the cornhole tournament. You guys don't have to come. Me and Bo's going to be up there. We're going to do our ritual getting out in the first 2 rounds. We're usually pretty good at that. But we donate our $20. Zach's going to be in it.
Who's your partner?
I don't know yet.
He didn't know he was being in it until today.
Not yet. You need one? Are you
I don't have a
good?
partner.
Are you good?
Well, yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
They heard
There
it.
we go.
They heard it. Flag to flag team's going to be
Flag
there.
to flag team's going to be there.
Yep. The real flag to flag.
Yes.
After the cornhole tournament, we're going to roll into the rollover contest.
I'm not
always,
in that. Well, I don't need a partner for that.
That's always a lot of fun. We're going to start racing practice at 5:30 for the late models. We're going to do a complete super late model program that night. Then we're going to do features and B mains for the other classes. And after all that's over, ladies powder puff. And Sunday is Enduro Day. Right now it says Pure Stock Enduro, but they always add a Crown Vic Enduro in there too. I'm hoping they do that again. If not, I'm just going to run my Crown Vic as a Pure Stock. It meets the rules.
Me too.
I'll be danged if I'm not racing the 100 lapper with my buddy over there.
Right.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna pull them all the way around the track for the whole 100 laps.
So we're going to do a Pure Stock Enduro and then a Hornet Enduro. And then that concludes Fun Fest. That's also the makeup day if there's any bad weather on Friday or Saturday. So hopefully everything's looking good right now. It's saying low 70s, no rain. So
Hope
Good
it stays
times.
that way.
yeah.
Good
I
time.
can't be your partner.
Oh yeah, Jeremy. He don't want to play against me. Not after what I
Jeremy
did to
said
him last
Zach's
time.
partner, and then somebody else said that they were your partner too.
Zach won't be any good because it's 12 o'clock before the races, so he won't have any beer by then.
Oh,
So-
Jamie said that. Jamie said that Kelton could be your.
No, it's okay.
He's not very good.
Nah,
No.
I'd rather choose my mom's dog to be my partner.
Really?
Yeah,
He's that bad?
yeah.
Wow, Kelton.
It's very
Good
interesting.
grief. Are you going golfing with Josh on Sunday?
I don't know. My wife's gonna be gone all next week, so I probably better spend some time with her. But
Yeah, you better.
I ain't asked her yet. Yeah, he says I won't buy a crate because I'm too scared, but he don't even race anymore. and
Yeah,
he goes
yeah.
golfing. So
Right.
Was that his car up there a couple weeks ago, though?
another person was driving it.
Somebody
'cause
buy that, or is it still berries?
It's still berries.
Still berries.
Josh just too scared to drive it, I guess.
Ooh,
That's what he
Shots
keeps saying.
fired.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on with it? But
Derek, you ain't going deer hunting. You might as well just go to Fun Fest with us. The good deer hunt don't start anyway till mid to late October, so
deer hunting, they don't start walking by your back window till
No,
later.
not till later in October.
by the
That's
bathroom.
Yeah, that's only
Yeah.
when he's gonna be done.
Yeah. We got anything? Hey, we got to make sure we give. If you're going to be there Saturday, we got to make sure we give that picture to
Philip.
Philip.
Is Philip coming?
Yeah, because they requested it. I got to give it to Eric.
Oh,
Eric's going to be there.
that's a lot of pressure on Seabiscuit.
It is. But you got to make sure we take it.
I don't know where it's at, but
It's over on the table.
Okay.
We got to make sure we take it because poor little kid, he's asking for that autographed JTF picture, and we don't even have it to him yet.
Sorry, buddy. I'm failing.
Yeah. And then we got to get the T-shirt done and autographed, and I'm going to give that to Durbin at Fun Fest.
Fun Fest.
And I still have to give them stickers to my Aunt Donna.
Yeah.
I always stick her to Keaton too. Well, it's a good thing we're keeping track of this.
Boy, I tell you what.
We're great at
Ooh.
giveaways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. What else we got going on?
Halloween 200's coming up. I'm
Yeah, it
excited
is.
about
Yeah.
that too.
You
That'll
guys
be-
taking the Crown Vics over there yet? Have you decided?
I can't. He
I'm
can.
taking mine if it survives mine and Zach's
Fun Fest.
Fun Fest. Yeah.
The Crown Vic will be for sale. Well, it already is, but it will definitely be for sale after the enduro race.
I
So
got you.
if anybody wants a Crown Vic, 4,000, come take her.
It's a good Crown Vic too.
It is.
Really good. And mine's gonna be for sale too. It's hard for me to part ways with it, but it just ain't. If I'm gonna run for points in Brownstown next year, I can't afford both of them. So and mine's a great car too. Epic Chassis made both of them. You can come look at the welds. You can come look at the fabrication. I mean, they're top
They're
notch.
nice.
Yeah.
Top
You could
notch.
probably roll it over in the rollover contest and it'd
And
be
race
ready.
it the next day.
Yeah, it'd be ready.
And the good thing about buying an Epic car is if something goes wrong, you just call him.
Yeah.
He can fix anything. He pushed the whole side out of a car 3 or 4 weeks ago
Yep.
that I thought was junked, and he had it back at the track the next week.
Yep.
He's gonna fix old Smokey. He's gonna put some new valve seals in. Whoa, valve seals in there.
I don't know where you were going with that, but it wasn't
Me
where we
either.
needed to go.
No, me either. Me either.
So yeah, just give Bo a call if you want any of the Crown Vics, and he'll get you set up.
Yeah,
Get
they're
set
good
up.
Crown Vics. I mean, they'll definitely be very competitive next
I
year.
mean, obviously I can't drive it, but somebody good gets behind it, then
And I
That's
think
what I said too. I mean, I just can't. It's hard.
yeah.
I think the Crown Vic classes is going to be even bigger next year.
I think so.
I
I,
think it's
I hope they get
growing.
it under control a little better.
Yeah,
you know.
I just hope it doesn't turn out like the Hornets.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
And
Yeah, you got to keep it stock.
the blue crew will be at Halloween 200. I'm driving, and then all hub's going to be there. I think you only need
All
like
hands on deck.
you only need like 5 people to jump over the wall. I'll have 15.
There you
We're
go.
not even going to jack it up. Zach's
No.
going to get on one end, Tanner's going to get on there. They're going to pick it up.
Yep.
And we're going
Have
to change
three-
the tire.
Have 3
Yep.
gas guys, 16 tire changers.
Oh yeah.
It's going to
And
be a good
hopefully
time.
he don't run over none of us.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
trick. I'm looking forward to it. I've wanted to run Salem Speedway my whole life. I mean, that's where I'm from. I'm a dirt guy,
Right.
but just there.
You got to do it once.
I'm gonna tell you what really makes me excited about the Halloween 200 Crown Vic thing is they're gonna do driver intros out of car like they do for the regular one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just to hear them say your name at the Salem Speedway, I think is gonna be really cool.
I think
Oh, yeah.
I think that is a tradition that needs to be brought back everywhere. I think especially for the big race. And I'm not saying like on a like regular Saturday night, but if it's a special event or anything like that, out of car driver introductions needs to happen.
Yes, it should have happened at the Jackson 100. I know we were
Should've.
pushing, and
But
I
it'd
think
been
that was the
epic.
problem.
Yeah, it'd been epic.
But that's tradition.
It is.
Yeah.
You can't skip out on that. That's one of my favorite parts, really, to be honest with you. I know it takes 20, 25 minutes to do it, but
But it's cool.
it's really cool. It adds to the thing. Going to the race is not just going to a race, you're going to a show.
Right.
Sell the show, you know.
Sell it.
But I'm not mad at Brownstown for not doing it. I know obviously they were busy. I'm not
Right.
I think they would have if they wouldn't had all that other stuff going on.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm-
I wish they'd do like a 2-seater Crown Vic race. Like that'd be cool around Salem.
What was the old one? The gas pedals on one side and the
Oh, that was the
Cruisers.
cruisers. Yeah.
That was cool.
I just want to ride with them. I think that'd be fun. Boy, we'd have a blast.
I'll strap one on when we go to Halloween 200 together. You'd be right
Put a
against the
seat in-
wall.
Yeah, put a seat in the passenger side of it.
I'd be screaming like a little girl.
You could do like those rally races where the driver or the passenger's over there with directions.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Huh?
We ain't doing
You want to be in
that.
charge of the directions?
No.
I bought the headsets and stuff for that. I'm curious to see how that goes. I'm excited.
It'd be a
You
good
want to run
time.
headsets for it?
I bought for the Halloween 200. I didn't get the button where I can talk back, so all I'm gonna be able to do is listen, which I could be a problem because Tanner and Dad and if Zach's there, I'm gonna have
It's
so
gonna
much
be a bad-
advice coming.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's
Does
gonna
it
be
have
fun.
Does it have a mute button?
If it does, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to touch it trying to wheel that thing around.
Well, you might
Sounds
want to stop and
Speedway.
hit
He'll
it.
end up just ripping the cord out.
Probably.
Indiana Dirt Legends wants to know anybody remember the blindfold race?
No.
I don't want to be any part of that one.
No, that's a bad deal.
Cruisers
all
would be
over it.
sketchy enough.
Yeah, I don't. Ooh,
And if we're doing the cruisers, I want the steering wheel. Somebody else can have the pedals.
yes. I want to be able to control it.
Yeah.
We should do like, wives and husbands race, like in the
Oh, you ain't got a
cruisers.
chance, bub.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It'll be on.
Hey, as long as I let Allie run the pedals, we're good. Because she drives it like she drives her car.
We'll be ramping the railroad
yeah.
tracks.
Yeah, we'll be ramping.
Look at Derek's comment. It took the F-150 all the way up to the wall.
At the Speedway?
That's what, yeah.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I really am. And
But if he can get the F-150 around there, you should be able to get the Crown Vic around pretty good.
I'm excited but nervous at the same time.
It'd be a good time.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Am I going to tear it up? There's a good chance.
Yeah.
They're not made to go 200 laps wide open around Salem Speedway.
No.
I just hope we could do a tire change. That'd be cool.
Well, I think and part of it is on lap 75, they're doing a 15-minute break. So that'll be,
You're probably going to need it.
I wore in that 100 lapper at Brownstown last year and I was freaking tired when
I
it was
guarantee
over. I
it.
said, boy, somebody's got to load this on trailer. I can't even climb out.
I was wore out after 5 laps at Little Salem. I can't even imagine.
But Little Salem's tight, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot of wrestling the car around, especially
Just don't get sucked
steering
into the
quicker or
wall.
nothing.
Yeah.
You get sucked in the wall up there, you're done.
If they come back, you need to take the mod up there just so you can try it.
Where? Little Salem?
Little Salem.
Oh, yeah.
And turn some laps.
It'll be in a crate next year.
Oh, they have crate race up there before.
That's true. Yeah. You were in a crate over there.
Yeah.
But that place I've made a lot of laps around that place. And after 20 laps there, I'm more tired than 20 laps at Brownstown.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Have you
Yep.
ordered Zach Stalker crate t-shirts yet?
Yeah, they're getting made right
Are they?
now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get mine.
Arizona Sports Tees.
Yeah, I can't wait to get mine.
No, I went with Eric again.
Oh, yeah. P3 Graphics.
P3 Graphics.
Yeah, sorry.
No, P3
Eric's the
Graphics
man.
shirts, t-shirts,
P3 Graphic T-shirts. They're the man.
and apparel.
He made the shirt
And
I got on
apparel.
underneath this.
Yep.
Club 92 race cars.
Speaking of that, I'll just go ahead and do that. I want to thank my sponsors, Grant Simpson Racing, Hillbillies Barbecue and Tenderloins, Greens Auto Sales. Owen, my son Owen's got some nice vehicles up there at Greens Auto Sales. So I just got a 2019 Ranger and it's only got like 17,000 miles. So get up there and talk to him about a new ride, and then Solutions Directional Drilling, Indiana Farm Bureau, Insurance, Jason Pettmeyer, B&D Excavating and Septic, P3 Graphics, and Howard Motorsports and Fab. I appreciate what they do for us.
Great
And
sponsors.
yes, hopefully look forward to working with them in 2023.
Oh, yeah.
We
Zach,
have
you can't run no worse in a crate than the HTF guy.
Boy.
They
Had a
actually run
gallon
good.
for
They actually
throw.
run good in their crates. So I don't.
I don't know what he's even talking about.
He's probably eating,
They run good in their super for
he's
sure.
probably eating a coney dog, and
Probably.
So what's going on with Hillbilly 100 this year? How many cars does anybody know?
I don't know. But anybody update us on the Hillbilly 100?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious on that.
Just out of curiosity.
Josh thinks I'm not even in shape for a tire change.
Are you, bud? They
yeah.
practice in NASCAR.
Oh, yeah.
You've been working out at home, like rolling
Oh,
tires
yeah.
across the garage and
Yeah.
stuff.
Cross threads are better than no threads. They
Yep.
say.
Exactly.
40 cars.
Ugga dugga.
I just lift logs
41
and stuff
cars?
like that. You know,
41
it's,
cars.
Ain't no big deal for Zach Stock.
it's a real man's way of working out.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate it. Make share this out too. That way,
Larson Shepherd front row. That's a good front row.
It'll be good.
and I hope everybody's okay with it. I know we're probably not going to get a ton of views or a ton of viewers, but over the wintertime, there's just going to be a lot of getting on here and bull crapping about racing, and who knows what conversations we'll get into. But with, a lot of tracks finishing up over the next couple of weeks, we're not going to like really have results and stuff to talk about, but
Maybe have some special guests.
we'll have some special
Yeah.
guests, and
We got a couple online that we're excited about.
absolutely. And we'll announce those when time gets closer. And then we'll probably just talk about rumors that we're hearing and what's going on in the racing world. And
We'll start drama on here.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has anybody heard that Kyle Busch is going to Richard Childress Racing next year? I mean, it's about every other post on Facebook.
I was gonna say I see that all the time. It's
Yeah.
true, ain't
I
it?
was kind
Yeah,
of,
it
I was
is
kind of being
true.
sarcastic.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just making sure.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic.
I hate it
but
for Tyler Reddick because I'm a big Tyler Reddick fan, and I feel like they're just kind of booting him to the side after
Yeah.
all he's done for
Well,
RCR.
the timing was terrible when they
Bad
announced
timing.
his departure. I mean, it'd been different if it had been 2023, but it was 2024. So why would you announce it now? I mean,
If you
I don't know. It's just kind of crappy situation.
I get it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's jumping an opportunity to get in better equipment,
Right.
first off. But I remember watching Tyler Reddick when he drove the Bloomquist car up at Brownstown. He was like 14 years old,
Yeah.
And the kid wasn't bad then, And what I like about him was he climbs out of the car. First thing he does is thank God.
Right.
He knows he's blessed to have the opportunity he's had. He knows he's been given a good opportunity.
Yep.
Right.
Thanks his mom and dad for what they've done. I mean, he's very humble.
Yes.
And you don't see that much at that. When Chase Elliott climbs out of a race car, he's not going to sit there and thank God and Awesome Bill. He's going to thank Napa, which is important. Napa's a sponsor.
Right.
Thank him. But you got to be humble,
Right.
Yeah.
You got to remember where you came from.
You got to remember where you came from. And Chase Briscoe's really good about that
Chase
too.
is really good about it.
I've always thought that because it's really easy to let that go to your head that, hey, I'm got this awesome opportunity that nobody else is going to get,
Yeah, I mean, I would kill for that.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, be humble. I don't ever see Kyle Busch being like, "Hey, thank you, Lord, for."
No.
He wins the race and's pouting because somebody ran in the back of
Right.
him and pushed him across the finish line.
Yeah.
I like the humble guys. I'm always a big fan of that. But I do like a guy that's passionate, that's willing to stand up for. That's why I was a Jeff Gordon fan. Did Jeff Gordon need to be fighting? Was he a big guy? No.
No.
But was he throwing arms? Yeah, he was because he
Yeah.
loved it. That's what it's about.
The Clint Boyer and Jeff Gordon argument will go down in history.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Clint Boyer shouldn't have been even mad. That's Jeff Gordon's race to win.
Yeah.
Greatest of all time.
Greatest. Gordon?
Gordon, yeah.
Earnhart's the greatest of all time.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
You're high,
Absolutely.
son. You're
Absolutely.
high.
How many championships does Gordon have?
4 or 5.
How many did Earnhardt have?
7.
Okay, well,
6 or 7.
The rest of my case.
Yeah, but that was a different era.
It doesn't. No, it
Earnhardt
doesn't
didn't have
matter.
to race
though.
nobody. Richard
Whatever.
Petty was washed up by then.
I will
Oh,
say this. This
Lord.
is like a big controversial deal, and I'm going to say it. Whether you like him or not, I don't care. The whole Jimmy Johnson having 7 championships is bogus because the whole point system was not the same.
And it's
When you get
still
to
not
last,
right.
When you get to the last 10 races and you go, everybody start back
Yeah.
close. I mean, that's just not right. you
And
know?
now it's even dumber where we get rid of guys because they didn't win a race. You know
Right.
what? You can't win them all.
No,
Yeah, you can, and it should come down to the last race. And if you don't win the race, you're not the champion.
right.
That's so ignorant.
It's the champion of the whole season, not the last 10 races.
I like Tim Richmond too. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But still, Jeff Gordon's the best.
No, he's not.
Dude,
No, he's
you
not.
two are high. Jeff
No, he's
Gordon's
not.
king.
No.
Yeah. Big fan.
Derek's trying to invite everybody to the house for December, their December party. You guys can
Okay,
come over. if you
I'm
want.
down.
Cool.
You can come over. We'll watch some dirt racing in the dome. It's always usually.
I'll wear my Tyler Carpenter shirt.
I'm wearing my Hey Dudes.
Did you?
I'm going to. You got to
You
support
always
Carpenter.
got your hey dudes on.
You got to support Carpenter, bud, in the dome.
They're so lightweight, that's speed, Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, I knew somebody was going to get
What are you
fired
talking
up
about? Jeff
it.
Gordon didn't have 3 different title sponsors.
He
had
didn't.
DuPont,
Not win championships,
Pepsi, Nicorette.
but he didn't win a championship with them. Like 3 different title sponsors.
Listen, you know what? Jeff Gordon is. You guys are so crazy if you don't think he's the best.
No,
You know who won the
Carpenter
very
just
first
watered it up.
Brickyard? I'll tell you who won the first Brickyard. Jeff Gordon did.
I was there.
Made it look easy. It wasn't Dale
I think I was
Earnhardt.
there. Yeah, but
Point proven.
I don't watch NASCAR.
Didn't take Jeff Gordon
Yes,
20 years
there
to
will
win the
be-
Daytona 500.
there will be free beer because Derek Walden is buying. Josh said free beer, so Derek said he's buying it. So
Oh wow.
I like
it's all
that.
on Derek. Yep.
I like that. I tell you what I was devastated about last year at the Dome was wasn't last year, might have been 2 years ago, but Ryan Unzinker. I think he was the guy to beat, and they just caught a rut.
Yep.
Was he sad about it? Yeah, but you know what? He got out of the car and it was a good interview.
It's
Yeah.
crazy though for them guys just to throw a track together that fast and put on that kind of a show.
Yeah,
I think it's awesome.
yeah.
And Debbie
Yeah.
Curry said Jeff Gordon's first crybaby.
Come
He is
on,
really.
man.
He was.
You know,
He wasn't a man. Like
he won at
he-
Charlotte and cried, but
No, like he cried over everything. Like he was a crybaby.
He was passionate.
He hit me in the fender.
He was passionate about the sport.
Like everybody went through.
Golly.
All your older generation drivers were tough, man. They just stuck up for their own selves. And then you got little Jeff Gordon comes into the sport and says, "Oh, he hit me in the fender, and I'm not going to have that." And then NASCAR makes all these rule changes.
They weren't hit.
You can't touch the little pretty boy and all this other
What
crap.
Dale Earnhardt was doing was not just bumping into people. Okay, he was wrecking guys.
He was the intimidator for a reason.
I'm not saying anything bad about Dale Earnhardt because he made the sport better. He was like the Scott Bloomquist of that era.
And it went opposite direction when Jeff Gordon got in.
Oh, because he couldn't catch him to wreck him.
No.
Can't wreck him if you can't get to him.
Boys, leave me out of this. I don't watch.
Well, who do you like? Who did you like back in the day?
Back in the day, you didn't
Dale
watch it?
Earnhart, duh.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's how
We
my
do
dad
it.
was.
We do it for
dude.
Dale. That's why
Yeah,
we did.
do it
Well,
for Dale.
I get that, and it's hard to tell how many races he would have won if he wouldn't have died.
Yeah, see
Okay.
what Josh said. Move or get moved. Raise help, raise Dale. That's right. Shoot. Anyway,
Some people live up to that standard way too much.
they do. But every form of racing has its own intimidator.
Oh yeah, and that's what makes it good, though. You know, like at that modify race, Tim Prince got into Brentley, and Brentley got him back. Was it a good race? No, but did everybody love it?
Right,
Every
yeah,
second of it.
Right.
Yeah.
When Dylan White threw that slider on Jeremy Hines, did he clear that? No.
No.
But if you go on Facebook, you still see that video popping
yeah.
up. You know,
Yeah.
everybody likes to see that,
Right.
and it's just
Yeah.
part of it. You know, you're not going to
It's the fans always want opposite of what the drivers want.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just hard to meet in the middle.
Without tearing a whole bunch of stuff up.
You know, you could think, I mean, from a fan standpoint, if you want horsepower, then you want to hammer down track and all that other stuff. But from a driver's perspective, a black slip track is a lot easier on equipment and you don't tear as much stuff up. You know,
I agree.
drivers don't want to tear anything up.
No,
And
we
then, like
don't.
you said, you get two drivers, you get into it on the track or beating and banging. From a fan standpoint, they got their $15 worth.
If it
So,
comes down to white flag and you're battling with the other best guy and you got to lay a fender on him, you're going to lay a fender on him.
Yeah.
You know, me and Mike Fields touched one night. I hated it. But it was the last lap and I felt like he'd been chopping and he felt like he's holding his line. And at the end, they were both right. You know, it was just good racing and it
Right.
was made for a good finish. We touched and, you know, I came out better on the deal, but I've come out on the other end on that deal too. You know, I've touched
Right.
and not won.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, Lee Hobbs and the Bakers at Thunder Valley. I mean, that still pops up.
Oh, yeah.
That was a throwdown.
It was a throwdown, you know,
I seen that a couple weeks ago.
and the Turbo Bobby Pierce thing. Them two,
Yeah.
that sold shirts.
Yeah.
I'll meet you at the truck
should-
stop or
They should have
whatever.
sold those in every truck stop in the United States.
Yeah, I mean that's it makes what keeps our sport above the rest because it has the opportunity to have that drama,
The
but
rival.
it also has great sportsmanship on the other side too. You know?
I think in dirt racing, you definitely have a lot more rivals than you do in any other motorsports, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
Some of the drama's pretty cool. I mean, I like watching some of it. I don't want to be in the middle of it.
Right,
That's
but I
for
like to
sure.
watch
but
it, yeah.
yeah.
I'll watch it.
I think having that guy that you don't want to lose to every week makes you more competitive too.
Oh,
Makes you
absolutely.
faster. When I showed up to Thunder Valley in 2019, 2020, and Travis Howe was parked over there, I didn't care if I got beat by every other guy there, but I did not want to get beat by Travis Howe that,
Right.
you know. And we had some great races.
Yeah.
Zach and Rick Gum, you know, when Zach rolled in, he didn't want to get beat by Rick Gum that night. If he got beat by Mickey Hines, oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lose to Rick Gum that
Right.
night, you know?
And like Derek said, Case Bolt and Turbo last night.
Yeah.
They were going at it. I don't know. That's what makes the sport what the sport is. I mean,
She knows I'm on the show. She's been commenting.
see what she wants to say.
Yeah. What do you want? Comment.
Tell everybody. All right. Well, we're at 9:00 anyway. So,
Well, Josh says if I get in a crate, it'll be a Stalker Harris.
Harris moment.
He's got to be in a race car for it to be a moment.
That's true. He's got to get out there first, don't he?
Yeah.
2023. Josh Harris makes his return. Zach Stalker makes his first appearance. And it's going to be the handing over of the reins because Zach's going to take over and just teach Josh a thing or two. Wow. She's telling me to be quiet.
In JT's defense, he didn't say 2 words last week.
Yeah.
So he had a lot of making up to do, right?
I didn't want to look stupid in front of John Gill.
I
Sat here
felt
sweating
bad.
about
I
it.
know,
I-
but
I talked more than he did. I felt bad about that.
I don't know why. I figured JT would like have all these questions lined up and ready to go, and you did. You had some great questions to ask.
I just sat here and drooled like
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
say you're starstruck.
I was in
and-
awe.
I've seen him over there going,
Yeah,
trying to shove his jaw up and throw his tongue back in his mouth.
It was really,
just reach over and do one of these.
it was really cool. It's still cool.
It was a good time.
It
That
was definitely a good
That
time.
was neat.
5 years ago, I never thought I'd sit in the room with my hero. You know,
Yeah.
You're welcome.
get set with you every week too, Matt.
Yeah.
That's like my second hero.
The way you guys was hollering to racetracks there, and I must be somebody.
We had a good time Saturday
did.
night. Had a real good time.
I did see Peyton Walker was watching. Peyton did go up there and help me some Saturday night with running the GoPro, so I appreciate his help.
Was he at the Jackson? I thought I seen
Yep.
him.
Yep.
I thought
He
I
was up
seen
there
him.
with us right around Old Smoky. And then he also said, too, if Derek's buying a beer, he's in for sure. So that's all I had to say. And I'll probably have 50 people at the house. So because Derek's paying for everything. Oh, shoot. You guys ready?
Sign us off.
Sounds
All right.
like-
I'm Matt Lamar. Until the next flag flies, stay safe.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.